What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a depressing quick hits episode as we recap games one and two of the World Series. Obviously, I'm still in my Yankee gear, so I still have some belief, some hope. But fellas, how's it going? What are your thoughts on games one and two so far?
Well, I feel like I've lost about 5 to 10 pounds just watching these two games. Like the shit is so, oh man, it's so tiresome watching. Like the first game one was very, very tight, back and forth, big play. I remember Edmund made like a huge stop
Yeah,
to
the
save a
middle.
run. Like that was so big for the Dodgers, man. They played great defense. The Yankees, they were a little off defensively. Aaron Judge was a no call, no show. Very disappointed in him in the first two games. I'm actually very concerned for him because, you know, the New York fan club is not very empathic, I would say, empathetic. So be careful if he continues to struggle, he might get booed. But Aaron Boone, I feel like he overmanaged. I feel like he should not have pulled Garrett Cole out after only throwing 88 pitches, and the way he was so dialed in, like you let your ace at least try to get another batter out in that situation. Like take what he gives you. And putting Nestor Cortez in the 10th inning was a
Lord
very
have
questionable move. Walking Mookie to pitch to Freddie Freeman was a pretty questionable move. And by the way, and I know I'm ranting a little bit, but
mercy.
uh, damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I know you had it as a wash between Freddie Freeman and Anthony Rizzo. Yeah, that's out the window. Freddie Freeman is still there.
100%.
Freddie
Yeah,
Freeman doesn't need his legs.
nah.
If he has his hands and a bat in his hands,
Bro, he hit a triple on a hit to left field.
That's wild.
game two, yep. Yeah. Sorry. As you can see, I'm very not doing too well. Not
Yeah,
doing too well.
Yeah, it's been something, man.
yeah. I
It's
bet. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
I actually feel like I've been sick the last 2 days because of the Yankees losing. Haven't been able to sleep. I'm waking up like in the middle of the night, like in shock. It's horrible. I feel that the Yankees can still turn it around. Here back at home in New York. But we have to stop over managing, like as I said. Like I don't know what Boone is doing out there, taking Cole out so early and then using the whole bullpen in the second game was very questionable. I feel like we gave him our best shot though. Like we had our ace out there, he was killing. We scored enough to win the game and then just blew it. So that was very alarming to me. Like that was like, oh shit, like what the hell just happened? Like what are we doing? Like in this moment, like really, like in the most impactful moment, the most important moment, we're blowing it. So that really like raised the alarm for me. And I'm afraid for the rest of the series, if we keep doing those things, we're not gonna win another game. But if we wake it up, I feel like we can win four straight. So that's where I'm at with this series. And Judge, like you need to wake it up, buddy. We need you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
but wake it up. Soto, I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing. And John Carlos also keep doing your thing.
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback off what both of you said, like Garrett Cole, 88 pitches, six innings, one earned run, four hits. Why are you taking the dude out? Like Cesar said, he was locked in. And if anything, like the run he gave up was part of a defensive miscue. So it wasn't even really on him. So
Mhm.
this dude is locked in against a loaded Dodgers roster in game one of the World Series, biggest stage there is. on the road at that. And the dude is out there just lights out, dominant, control of his fastball. He was a little shaky that first inning and then kind of just locked in right after that. They had a couple hard hit balls. But after that, he was locked in. His breaking stuff looked great as well. So I don't know what Aaron Boone or Matt Blake or whoever it is making those decisions saw that we didn't see, or if there was like any signal. I have no idea. But to me, you let Garrett Cole ride out until his arm falls off, especially in the World Series. Like this is why you paid him 40 million a year, why you paid him 300 plus million over this life of his contract. You let that man do what he does best, and that's he's your ace, he's your bulldog. You do what you got to do. You have to go out and make a statement and win game one because at the end of the day, like Rodon going game two, that's a wild card. As great as he can be, he's still a wild card, and he showed that. So now you're burning your bullpen early. And then that the inning where they took out Cole, I didn't like it because you bring in Clay Holmes, you take him out, you bring in Tommy Kahnle. So now you use three pitchers in one inning. You burn Kahnle, who's one of your better pitchers, earlier than you should have. And now that's it. Now you've lost two pitchers and your starter all in one inning, which kind of had the domino effect of what we saw at the end with Freddie Freeman ultimately winning it. As far as that Mookie walk, I was questioning it as well. One thing that I didn't realize until after the game is that the runners advanced once Verdugo caught that ball, he fell out of play. I did not know that was the rule. Apparently that was. So after that, I was like, all right, maybe they're just trying to do the force out lefty on lefty matchup. Freddie Freeman hits four. I have it here. I think it's like 643 against lefties, 4 home runs, 25 RBIs with the bases loaded against lefties.
Wow.
So yeah. So you bring in a lefty who hasn't pitched in 37 days, coming off a flexor strain injury, which could have cost him the season, really. I think if there's no World Series, he's out for the year. So he's kind of just battling out there. Why not bring in Tim Hill, who's been dominant since you got him? I think he was DFA from the White Sox. He's been lights out for you all season, lights out for you these whole playoffs. You bring him in game two and he's lights out against the lefties in the Dodgers lineup. Why not bring him in that crucial situation and lock it down, bro? You had one out to go.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I think all postseason where Aaron Boone overmanaged, was overthinking. And I don't know if it's the nerves of him managing his first World Series or what it could be, but it's pretty frustrating to see that. And then game two, we saw a lot of the same thing when it came to the offense, where it was just Soto and Big G, and that's it. And those two guys alone cannot do it. The Yankees can win a game or two without Judge coming through, but to win the series, they need him to be Aaron freaking Judge.
Yes.
It's a must. You can't win the series without your best player being your best player.
Agreed. Agreed.
So, and I know Cesar just mentioned as well, like the Yankee fans are not forgiving at all, and they will let you hear it. But one
Yep.
thing I will say, and it's going around social media a lot, is like, yo, let's give this guy a standing ovation during the intros, during his first at bat. Let's try to like, rile him up, get him going,
Absolutely.
encourage him. Like, I'm all for that, bro.
Absolutely.
Like
I'm
this
really
guy,
hoping. No, go ahead. Go ahead. My
no,
bad.
like this dude is already down, bro. And
Exactly.
he's our MVP. At the end of the day, yeah, he's struggling in the postseason, and he struggled in the postseason for years now. But this is the World Series. We got to lift our guy up. He
Yep.
got us here. He's gotten us here in years past. He's
Mm-hmm.
signed to be a Yankee for life. Like let's show him some love and show him some support. As corny as that sounds, but let's be there for our guy when he needs us.
I don't think it's corny at all. I agree with you fully, 100%. This dude, at the end of the day, he's a human being. He's the team captain. He's our MVP,
Yeah,
and we need to treat him as such. And he's a class act as well. He's a guy that's very easy to root for,
yeah.
whether you're a Yankee fan or not. The dude is a class act. I have nothing negative to say about Judge. I feel like it's our responsibility as fans to uplift the players that we root for.
And he's not. And let me get just to be real. I'm not saying that he's immune to criticism. I mean, you guys know in the chat, I'm criticizing him and letting you guys know, like, yo, he needs to step up. But, I'm holding him to that standard, but he's deserved that standard. He set the bar for himself, hitting those 50 plus home runs, 60 plus home runs. The expectation is there for him to come through. So, yeah, I'm going to criticize the player, but I'm not going to boo my guy either.
I
Like a
agree.
lot of people have come after Giancarlo. Y'all know how I feel about Big G. I've stood by him through the injuries, to all that stuff, because that's my guy at the end of the day. And look at what he's done this postseason now. Everyone is riding on him. Everyone, all those hidden tweets from back in the day are getting erased and all that stuff. But, you got to support your guys through the good and the bad. And I think this is where Aaron just needs the most support from his fan base and from his people.
Agreed. New York right now is not the time to be ignorant. Ignorant.
Facts. Bro, and it's been 15 years since we got a World Series in the Bronx. Are we going to start off by booing Aaron Judge?
Right.
Come on.
Show some class, right?
Fat Joe
Come on.
needs to set the bar, you know. Ice Cube came through. He got LA rocking. Fat Joe gotta come in correct.
Facts.
Gotta come in correct and bring some of that black magic with him that Jay-Z brought last time.
Mm-hmm. Keep that real.
Yeah, but also another something else from game two that I definitely wanted to mention. I know my man Ty Wiz is here. We was talking about it earlier. Um, the um, the batters, the Yankee batters, late in the ninth inning,
Yeah.
they were very undisciplined in that
Super.
mound. You know, the
Super
pitchers,
undisciplined.
that pitcher looked scared to death. And he was like, I think he threw like four straight balls. And then why are you coming out swinging on the
First pitch
pitch?
swinging, bro. That's my biggest
Mm.
pet peeve of all time. First pitch swinging against a dude who has no control.
Yes, and you're down. Like, why?
Yeah, make him work, watch his pitches.
Yes, like at least it's gonna help you out so you get to see the breaking ball or whatever he threw, the slider. It gives you a better chance to time it better. Like there's so
Mhm.
many positives to not swinging that first. Why are you doing that? And that happened with back-to-back hitters. I think it was Jazz and Anthony Volpe, if I'm not mistaken.
You gotta force him to beat you. When you
Mhm.
don't have control, bro, you gotta force him to beat you. Don't give yourself up like that.
Hmm.
Because I know sometimes the mentality is, oh, he has to throw a strike, so he's gonna come down the middle. You can't assume that.
Yeah,
Not with a
Yep.
dude who
very.
has no control.
Yeah, so that was quite disappointing. Um,
Can I ask you guys a question in regards to like this matchup in general? And it's something that I think it was the dudes over at John Boy Media talking Yanks. They kind of brought this up. The Yankees obviously haven't faced the competition that the Dodgers are at any point with the Royals or Guardians.
right.
And the Dodgers, because of their lineup being so deep, and this was a great at bat by Mookie last night. He was down in the count, I believe it was a 1-2 count early in the game. So it really didn't lead to anything. But Mookie, knowing who's behind him in the lineup, instead of swinging like for the fences, so to speak, he just kind of tapped a hit into right field for a single. And harmless little single. Against the Guardians or against the Royals or something like that, if that's Josh Naylor batting, if that's Salvador Perez batting, somebody like that, they have to hit a home run against the Yankees in order to beat them, where the Dodgers don't necessarily need Mookie Betts to hit that home run in that third inning or so to speak. So do you think that kind of factors into like the Yankees not preparing well enough for what the Dodgers actually have in their lineup?
That's a that's a great question, and I believe it's a great observation from their end. So kudos to them. I think that definitely factors in. Like the level of competition is definitely um a huge leap, I would say, compared to the teams that the Yankees have been playing. Now they did have a few days to prepare, and quite honestly, if I had to choose which team was better in game one, they were both very evenly matched teams. It's just that the Dodgers made more key plays. But me
Mhm.
personally, I was way more impressed with Garrett Cole's pitching than the other pitchers.
Flaherty.
Larry, right? I just feel like we also got some undisciplined at bats as well in that game as well. I feel like the Yankees beat themselves in game one more than the Dodgers beat them.
Can I through two games
Yeah,
too?
for sure.
What? Yeah, like unbiased. I know I'm wearing like the whole Yankee gear and all that stuff. Like unbiased. If I'm looking big picture here, the Yankees are the better team.
Mm,
They've lost two games that they could have very easily won, like you just pointed out, Cesar. So this could have very easily been 2-0 heading back to the Bronx with the Yankees up.
yes, the Dodgers lineup you could say is a little bit deeper, just
Yes.
maybe a
Oh,
little
it's
bit.
definitely yeah, I think it's definitely
Yeah,
deeper.
like it's definitely they probably have the edge, but it's not so far off as with the pitching. Like, I feel like the Yankees pitching can keep them in games in any game really. So
Yeah, we saw that last night too. Like after Rodon was out, the Dodgers never scored again.
yeah, yeah. But the Dodgers play wonderful small ball,
Yeah.
and that's gonna pay dividends in these close contested games.
Yeah,
Um, the Yankees just have to really tighten up. They got to tighten up on defense and tighten up in their at bats. You know, be
yeah,
more disciplined, be more like the Yankees. Like, be they have a wonderful hitting coach. They need to.
They do. I really like the strategy they came in with that first game because Flaherty was up in pitches and they were getting into that bullpen early. Like the Dodgers, game four is a bullpen game for the Dodgers. So you got Walker Bueller game three. You got to make that dude work. Get
Yeah.
it by the third inning, that dude should have like 75 pitches, bro. And I don't even know like if he's on a pitch count or anything, but they need to get into that bullpen by the third, fourth inning.
75 pitches in the third. Why?
Yo,
it's a lot of foul
I don't even
balls.
care if even if the Yankees just score one run. Yo, 75 pitches, bro.
So I would say shout out to Clay Holmes. Oh,
What do you
man.
guys think moving forward, though? Yankees got a shot. How's this
Yes,
series ending?
yes. Luckily, one of my first World Series that I've had the privilege of watching was the Yankees versus the Braves. They went down 2-0 there at home. They lost the first two road games. I mean, the first two home games the Yankees lost.
They got killed in one of those games.
Then they had to go to Atlanta for three games. They won all three games in Atlanta and then won four straight. So I've definitely seen the Yankees come back from worse situations because they had to go against three Hall of Fame pitchers. So that's not the situation here. They're going against they should win game three.
They have to win game three.
They should definitely win it.
They will.
If they
They
don't
will.
win game three, they're losing the series.
So right there, that's you're pretty much back in the series at that point. I think the Yankees have a great shot to come back. They just really have to. They just got to win the next game,
Yeah,
build some momentum,
yeah.
and take it from there.
Judge need to get on base one way or another.
Take a walk.
Take a walk or get contact. Don't always swing for the
Or get hit
fences.
by pitch like Rizzo.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think the Yankees take game three. I don't see the Dodgers, like my prediction was Yankees in six. I don't see the Yankees winning four in a row. I don't think the Dodgers will lose four in a row. But
Mm,
I could very well see the series going back to LA 3-2 Yankees. I
mm.
could see them taking all home games and then whatever happens, happens in LA.
What do you have? Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say one would hope as a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
What do you think about Otani's injury? Do you think it's going to impact the series?
He's expected to play in game three. I don't know. I mean, it's a dislocation. So based on what John Smoltz was saying on the broadcast and a few other people, there's a possibility it continues to dislocate and then just pop in and out.
Hmm.
So what that will do to his swing or his ability to even try to steal a base and slide kind of thing, we'll see. But I fully expect him to get all perked up and get all the drugs he needs to kind of never feel that again for the rest of the series. Whatever Freddie Freeman is on, that's what he's gonna be on now.
Mm, the perked up Dodgers, dangerous
Yeah.
team, man. So they,
You need to ban that substance, yeah. It's a cheat code.
But yeah, I can see the Yankees taking the 3 games in the Bronx and then making it a series, and then we'll see.
Yeah,
yeah, no, we'll see, man. I just gotta tighten up. That's all. That's
yeah.
all I'm asking for. Don't beat yourselves.
Yes.
Let the Dodgers beat y'all. They don't need any more help.
Word.
Walker Bueller bullpen game, maybe Flaherty, maybe another bullpen game. This is the window's wide open, man. That game 1 loss was huge.
Yeah, and honestly, the Dodgers have looked like the more experienced team, if I'm being quite
Yeah.
honest.
I
Like
mean, they have the championship pedigree with
that's
Mookie,
what I'm
Freddie
saying.
Freeman,
That's big, yeah.
Kike Hernandez. They got dudes who've been there, done that.
Teoscar Hernandez was there with them or not?
No, this was his first year with them.
But he
Th-
still did great last year in the playoffs. So
Yeah. Hershaw's another one, been there, done. Like they got dudes who've,
what about Muncy? Was he there?
yes. Muncie's another one. So like they have dudes, and the Yankees don't. Like these World Series experience.
Oni Soto.
Yeah, just Soto, Rizzo, and I think Cole when he was with Houston.
Oh yeah, Garrett Cole, right. Well,
Let's
no,
do this.
they need to tighten up, that's all.
Yeah,
Game 3 tomorrow.
But shout out to Giancarlo Stanton.
continuing to come through, man.
Shout out
Word.
to Juan Soto.
Blank check.
And hopefully Aaron Judge wakes up.
He will. He will. Once he hears that stadium rocking for him, that first inning home run is going to hit different.
They got to chant MVP while he's there.
Facts.
Let's get an MVP chant going. We're gonna have that trend. Hashtag MVP Judge. Gonna start it on X. Set it off on these people.
Yeah, man. All right, fellas. Well, let's do it.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the games, the NFL
Yes.
games. I don't want to talk about it too much, but
We're not talking about the NFL.
yeah, yeah. Go Pack, go though.
Like you may have see a leaf talking about the NFL.
All right, because
It's crazy.
ooh, there's a team, his team, yeah.
His team, my team, our team, all teams. We ain't talking about teams right now.
Uh,
One
I'll
heartbreak
keep,
at a time.
yeah, 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 right.
Peace, y'all.
Spoken like a guy that's healing.
Yeah. Jeez. All right,
Nah,
man.
fellas, I'll see y'all soon then.
Yeah, we'll check in after the games in the Bronx. We'll see where we're at, and we'll
Game
go from
three,
there.
when is it, Roberto? Game three for those
Tomorrow,
eight at
Monday,
8:08 at Fox.
8:08, 8:08 on Fox.
All right, all right, all right. But everyone tuning in, thank you. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, be a friend. Tell a friend.
That's right. See ya.